going to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want to straight.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
2nd and 4 at the Titans' 9-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and inches.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
17-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. You must be dreaming. Grade 15. Grade 15.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
A 43-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's second down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Intended for number 8.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Third and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Washington. They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They set up the screen for Henry, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Derrick Henry muscles him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
The
extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A gain of 9.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
That was absolutely a letdown or a breakdown in coverage, because what I saw was cover 3. Both corners having an outside third each. A safety should be in the middle. And when they threw the ball across the middle, the safety was nowhere to be found, and a big play resulted.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 8 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 21, Titans 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Wentz. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
And inches at the 14-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And that takes us from second to third down. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Titans 16.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The Titans take over.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. When Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. Watkins. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for two. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now in Nashville. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes this Washington 28, Titans 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
36-yard line.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Wentz. They will find Davis. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Escaping the pressure right. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Third down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
To number 86.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one caught by Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Forced out to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. No gain on the line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
So with a lead at 5, the book definitely says go for 2 here to try to get it to a 7-point differential. His pass caught at the 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job